I'm Nixon McShane.
And I'm Eryn Campbell-Campanola.
We were on the mega hit TV show Twice Blessed together, and we're also very best good friends.
Great close friends.
I guess you could say we've been blessed twice by each other.
And now we're diving back into the world of Twice Blessed with the ultimate rewatch podcast to give you, our adoring fans, the inside look that we know you're craving. And this is Twice Blessed Once Recapped. We're getting good at that.
Synced up.
Not in our periods, though.
No.
I don't get that.
Can't believe we're back.
We're back.
This is kind of becoming routine, you know? I look forward to this every week, and it's like, it's just part of life now.
I know.
We're doing the pod.
It's really funny having you in my house this much.
Yeah, I mean, of course.
Good funny.
Totally.
Delightful.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And Kate, too, of course.
Pleasure to be here. Thanks.
Okay. Well, hopefully we'll make it through this week without any awkward phone calls.
Oh, I don't think it was awkward. I think you're talking about last week, right?
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't awkward for me, for sure.
No, me neither.
Chloe and I are fine.
Yeah, Chloe, we are fine with Chloe. Chloe's awesome. We love Chloe. And it was so great to hear her voice and happy to be in touch with her. And
I don't know if it was a question of if we're fine with Chloe. It was more you. But you know what? Straight from the horse's mouth, everyone.
Judging by last week's episode, I think we should move on from the Chloe conversation, maybe.
That's valid, Kate.
Yeah, just want to protect the show.
And we've got so much to talk about. I did want to just do kind of a welfare check on you, Nixon, because you've had such a crazy week.
Yeah, The Amazing Race premiered this week. So exciting. And currently my partner, Raquel, and I are in China. I'm not in China. I'm right here in the Palisades. But per the editing of The Amazing Race right now, I'm in China.
I was actually, thank you for reminding me. I have set my DVR to record your race. But I was thinking about the Twitter thing.
Oh.
The meltdown. Did you guys, I'm assuming all of us at home saw Nixon's meltdown on the 2015 Indie Spirit Awards red carpet. Just calling out the elephant. Would we say a freak out is fair? A freak out?
I think that's apt. Yeah.
Yeah, a freak out.
I don't think that's fair. I think,
it's apt.
Thank you, Kate.
Apt. Yeah, we don't need to talk about that, I don't think. I mean, that happened a long time ago, and just because somebody's tweeting about it now doesn't mean it's
a lot
relevant.
of people are tweeting about it now.
Well, I guess all publicity is good publicity. So
the internet is forever.
What was that?
I said, and the internet is forever.
Thanks, Kate.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Very sage.
I don't think it's a big deal. I mean, obviously, I'm not happy about this video resurfacing right at my
it has
big
to be embarrassing.
moment. Yes, I am embarrassed by the tape. I was embarrassed at the time. I mean, this happened in 2015.
Sorry, just really quick. Maybe we should play the tape.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think
it upset a lot of people,
not
so I think we should air it and try and mend fences.
Yeah, we should have a conversation.
Yeah,
Don't you want to be part of the conversation? They do. Roll that tape, Kate.
Rolling.
Thank you so much for having me. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I love the Indie Spirit Awards. Indie! Ooh, yeah. I will, oh my God, yeah. Bryce Dallas Buyers Club did such a wonderful performance. Yeah, she was in it. I didn't know she could act. Yeah. And Matthew McConaughey, oh, my first crush. I once saw him at a Bonefish Grill, and he was rude to me. But I'm just gonna say it. Why didn't they cast a real We're tired of these fake I will always speak to it. I'll always speak the truth. And you know what? Everybody's been thinking it. Everybody, you can always smell a fake you know? Is that Shailene? Speaking of smell, Shailene, girl, Shailene. Hey, sir. Hey, sir, I don't know you.
Wow. I've watched it so many times, but just hearing it again kind of takes my breath away a little.
I think we should take this opportunity to apologize to all of our fans, anyone who's listening who is offended by Nixon's actions.
Well, I can do that. I've apologized many times for this incident. I was not doing well at the time. I had unfortunately mixed some off-brand antihistamines with some lemonade that I did not know was alcoholic. I had a very bad interaction minutes before that with the boy from Boyhood. And I'm not trying to throw anybody under the bus, but J.K. Simmons had stepped on my foot and not said anything. So I was just very much spiraling at the time. And look, 2015, there was a lot going on. Okay, specifically at this time, I mean, we were all so worried about the protesters in Hong Kong. There was, Boko Haram was happening. I think that was also when Harper Lee announced the To Kill a Mockingbird sequel, which nobody wanted. I wasn't in the best of shape. And I obviously regret my words and how I use them. Now, I will say the statement I made was maybe just ahead of its time. I think a lot of people would maybe agree with what I said if you read between the lines. But I'll just leave it at that.
Well, for the record, we have no problem with F words of any kind on this show. We love the fake ones. We love the real ones.
Of course. And I think we should all just move on.
Well, I only bring it up because I think, we're starting a new chapter of both of our lives and our shared life as friends on this podcast. And I have been getting a lot of questions about it. And I think that it stands to reason that we might just want to clear the air. I mean, Arabella's swim coach, who is who is gay, did approach me about it and wanted to know, how I could be friends with you, how I could work with you. I was at the farmer's market last week, and Eva Marie Martino was a Twitter about it, a buzz. What's the word I'm looking for, Kate?
Upset?
Upset. She was upset. So I think that it would maybe be good for us to, do a little bit of a healing session as a family, as the family that we are.
I guess I'm just not really understanding why it was tweeted now. Why is somebody trying to take me down in my big moment?
You think it was someone trying to take you down?
Oh, absolutely. I think this is somebody with a personal vendetta against me, and they don't like seeing me succeed. I come back on into the spotlight with my coming out and this podcast that's doing so well.
I guess I just assumed that it was like a sex bot, that it was kind of a fluke, because the handle of the account it was tweeted from was @watchmyblowjob_xxx_now_horny. But you think that's someone you know?
Well, it's a sex bot personally interested in taking me down. Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's like, who else would care about this? Nobody is.
I don't know. I think a lot of people. I saw a lot of tweets of people just, sort of, crying out in hurt at this betrayal. Have you seen the tweets?
Yeah, I'm not looking at Twitter right now. I don't know why that would be good for me or for my mental health.
Well, let me show you. Kate, the tweets that I sent you, can we run some of those up?
Yeah, the hurt feeling
Thank you
tweets.
so much. So this one from @Megan_Velez13, not at all surprised at Nixon McShane's freakout, but how the fuck did they even get invited to a red carpet, LOL?
Of course, I was invited to the Indie Spirit
Were you
Awards.
in a movie that was at the Indie Spirit Awards?
I was there to support the artists and the independent industry. I love indie film, and who wouldn't want to celebrate that?
Okay. You did mention Dallas Buyers Club, which I believe, was that out that year?
It was not. It was actually featured in the Indie Spirit Awards of the year before, but I was a little bit, as I said, mixed up.
Fucked up.
Yes, I was
mixed up.
Fucked up. Yes. I thought I was there to support the film. Turns out it had already been supported the year before, and that was my mistake.
So the next tweet When will that fake gay nightmare at Nixon McShane finally be deplatformed? This one's from Taylor Swift's GF.
And I just want to clear up, I'm actually not on Twitter. So when you at Nixon McShane, that is a wonderful older woman who has reached out to me. She's getting bullied online right now. And I don't think that's okay. So please don't tag Nixon McShane. That is a mother and a biology teacher in the state of Minnesota. So please don't bring her into this.
So the next tweet, this one is from Bitch TV at Lurs Lerman. Didn't have Nixon McShane, oh, they spelled your name wrong. Didn't have Nixon McShane having a moment of relevance on my 2024 bingo card.
Okay, yeah. Yes.
That one's sassy.
I'm definitely relevant. I mean, what about this podcast that's becoming quite a hit? And but The Amazing Race is airing as we speak. So, of course, I'm relevant. Of course.
Well, yeah. So you really showed Lurs.
Yeah.
And the next one, I thought this was cool because this one's actually from Shailene Woodley, who you were trying to chase down in that video. She said, for the record, I have never met Nixon, but I really hope they get the help it needs, which is sweet.
And that is obviously a bit of a bummer. I really looked up to Shailene. I purchased her deodorant many times over.
You were calling her stinky in the freak out, kind of.
I think we should move on. Why are we even talking about this? I think there's a lot more important things in the world. Like, why aren't we talking about what's going on in Florida right now?
What's going on in Florida?
Probably something fucked up. I certainly don't think this is the most important thing that we could be discussing.
At the end of the day, what Nixon said was disgusting. I don't endorse it at all, but it was also understandable. We all get a little tipsy from time to time and maybe say something we shouldn't. Most of us don't do it on the red carpet at the Indie Spirit Awards.
Some of us don't do it at all.
Okay.
Well,
all right. But look, none of us are perfect. We are all merely humans trying to do a little bit of right in the world.
And I'm taking accountability. I'm working with an accountability coach. Okay. His name is Brian. He is very expensive, and that's all out of pocket. So I don't think anybody can say that I'm not trying to do the work here. Okay.
Nixon has apologized for saying the F slur 4 times. Okay. So that's that.
That we know of.
Stop calling me Eva Marie Martino. I'm just kidding. I love her. She's so cute. Have you met her?
I don't know who that is.
Okay. Well, it's time for our next segment. I think one that we've all been looking forward to.
Let's do the next segment.
Kate, I know you've been cooking up a little jingle for us.
Yeah, well, question asked, question answered. Here's Reno Watch, everyone.
Time for Reno Watch.
I'm a great singer. I'm a great singer. I'm a great singer. So it's like this.
Renovation is a passion. Eryn Campbell-Campanola. Eryn Campbell-Campanola. Eryn Campbell-Campanola. Reno Watch.
Wow.
You made that.
That's intense.
Yeah, it took me a while, honestly. But, it's actually, I felt really creative and tuned into the assignment. So, yeah.
Awesome.
It's very visceral, for sure.
Yeah.
Quite loud.
We might have to, talk about that a little bit. Anyway, Reno Watch. This week was a big week over at the property. Listen, in renovation, there are good days. There are only good days. Even a bad day is a good day when you're making something from nothing.
Well, there was something there before. It's not nothing.
Yes, but
tore
it
down
was,
a historic
we
home.
discussed it was Bad Bones, a Bad Bones historic home. And this week we found some really interesting surprises. So it turns out the basement and most of the infrastructure overrun with bats.
Oh, well, that means there will be no mosquitoes. So that's great.
There we go. Yeah, we actually have some photos of a bat. Just so you at home, if you're doing your own renovation, know how to identify a bat colony. I have some pictures that I sent my assistant down to take for me.
Awesome.
They're kind of cute in a
God.
disgusting way. Look at those guys. This is just
Whoa.
one pocket of them. There's actually pockets all over. Kate, I sent you another picture.
Wait, and they just this is, oh my God.
Yeah.
This is a pack of them just hanging
Yeah,
there.
they're a family. They're a family just like any other family, a modern family.
But you're trying to kill them, right?
Well, kill. We're investigating what our options are. We actually have spent most of the week working with a really wonderful pest specialist / faith healer. And she is helping us begin negotiations with the leader of the bat colony, who is this guy.
Oh my God.
Yeah. He's frightening, but in a cute way, for sure.
I guess I
all
can
God's
see why
creatures.
He's in charge. He really cuts an intimidating figure there. Oh God.
Yeah, I've heard it's more, you can really feel his authority in person. But our faith healer is beginning negotiations with him. Hopefully they will be peaceful, but if not, he will have to be killed along with his family, and we are grooming a new leader to take over.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And the idea is that the new leader would maybe just fly away.
The new leader, yes, would fly away and then convince the other members of the colony to fly away with him.
Got it.
Bat politics are really complicated, I'm learning.
I guess
every day is a winding road.
And you're not worried about like rabies?
I mean, me personally, I'm not going in there right now. I'm very, my lungs are really sensitive. So just because of the potential for asbestos and everything, I've been staying away from the property, but we've got a great team of professionals who are down there. If anyone sees any bat that seems to be acting crazy, there is a protocol in place. It's sort of like, how the flu could have killed someone in like the 1800s, but like now we have modern medicine. It's the same with rabies.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. I mean, obviously, I'm not in touch with a lot of bats.
Most people are way too precious about germs. Like, germs are good. Germs keep the body diverse.
All right, let's move on.
Commercial break, right?
That's right.
Awesome.
Awesome.
We'll be right back. We are so excited to announce Twice Blessed Once Recapped has a brand new official sponsor, Vulgaris Toe Cream. And this one's personal to me because I'm actually a user of Vulgaris. It cleared up my toe fungus that I had developed after wearing socks in the gym shower. I don't like showing toe in public, and that's become a bit of a phobia of mine. So thank God for Vulgaris. It has helped with both types of fungus that I developed, and it cleared it up within a matter of 28 business days. Can also be used as a belly button sealant. Just want to shout out that I've used it for both and had some great success. So check it out, Vulgaris, at your local CVS, Walgreens, Walmart, and please give us a shout at the checkout counter. I think they take note of that. While I'm at it, I also just want to give a quick note about last week's sponsor, Pedophile. I have some unfortunate news. That was the filing software for pediatricians. And we got word that that is actually not a legitimate product. And I'm really bummed to hear that. Apparently, the software is full of bugs. So I guess now there's a space in the market. And if any listeners have some coding experience, maybe you want to fill it. All right. Thanks so much. And let's get back to the show.
We are back with our two guests for this episode. And let me just tell you, I could not be more excited. I think this is the episode of the show that I am personally the most excited for because we have on two of my TV besties and my real life besties. They are some of the coolest, most fun, most thoughtful, smart, wonderful people in this town, in this sick, sad town. And I think that we could really use the boost in energy that they're going to bring us on this day that has been a little bit doom and gloom because of
The bats.
yeah, the bats. It is Cameron Cole Walters and Dawn PALAZZO. Kate, clap for them.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Welcome in.
Of course, CCW here. That's a little nickname for the uninitiated. Cameron Cole Walters, CCW. Played Theo Chambers on Twice Blessed, one of my best friends. And Dawn played Sydney Chauncey, the richest girl in town.
Yeah. Both of them were my bullies on the show.
Aw.
Barely.
Oh, you
love
deserved
here.
it.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Just
You mean
kidding.
Trixie, my character,
Well,
deserved it. Yeah.
Yeah. You were
Totally.
easy to bully.
Hard to distinguish sometimes. You guys are so alike.
Well, I guess, art becomes life and life becomes art. And
Sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
totally.
I totally get that. Yeah.
Nixon, aren't we so happy to have them?
so happy. I haven't seen you guys since I was a young person. And it's like I'm right back on set again.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
awesome.
Memories.
Memory.
Yeah, I've been like,
Yes.
everything's been flooding back to me because I've been seeing everything online about that, like the video from a few years ago.
Oh, you're going viral?
Oh, you guys also saw that. Yeah.
I mean, it's everywhere. How could we not?
I mean, I hadn't seen it. I'm not super tuned into what you've been up to, but I like.
I mean, it's just people are
context.
tagging me.
Yeah.
Yeah, tagging me in like the videos
Oh,
because they remember
For
me.
context,
from-
Nixon said the F slur a bunch of times,
Oh,
and there's a
okay.
video of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Aw, yeah, that's
And-
tough.
Yeah, and I apologize to the community, but I guess I should apologize to you personally because you are gay. So I want to
Oh my
just
God,
say
whoa.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
And
Okay, yes. Secret's out. Captain Flag. Yes, I am.
Never a secret with you. Never a secret.
Okay, no, it's like like right when I walk in.
I'm not
it's
outing.
obvious,
I'm not outing
No.
you. Like
Okay.
it's public, right?
No,
but
I'm out. Like I'm out. Yeah.
Totally,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah.
But it's just
So-
funny.
Honey, with those glasses.
yeah, but
Miss this so much.
Oh
This is
yeah,
fun.
it's sweet.
Oh.
It's
It's really
cute.
fun. Yeah.
I'm so happy you were able to like get it together. I'm sorry we weren't able to hop on and co-host.
Oh yeah, I felt so bad.
Yeah.
I felt really bad about that.
Oh no.
wait, what do you
No.
mean?
Nothing. We just, when I first came up with the idea for the podcast, I was just talking to a lot of people about it,
Yeah, it was the first time I'd heard from you in a while, so I was like
Yeah.
interested.
Well, I mean, because we see each other, so it's like I don't really need to like text you all the time. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, I just want to say, like, Nixon, you look amazing. You're so cute, and you're doing an amazing job.
It's really nice.
Thank you.
Did you
But-
guys hear that Nixon is they, them now?
I gathered.
Yeah.
So you asked them to host first, them being these two people, not them being me?
If there was a time difference in when I asked, I don't know. I mean, I think it's just honestly like I'm so busy. I'm having so many conversations every day.
You said to me that you came to me first because we're best friends.
Well, I
It's
don't
in
know
the
if I
intro
said
of the podcast.
that.
I think it was a group
What?
message.
Yeah, it
with
was
two
a
of
group
us,
message.
actually,
What
so it's
day?
cool.
Do you know what day?
December
Like
14th.
I think you asked us like in March or something.
I just feel like none of this really matters.
Right.
You
Yeah.
two have
Right.
been popping off.
Yeah, I mean,
Absolutely popping off. Let's catch
Yeah.
them
Right.
on.
So, like, when you
okay.
texted, I was in the Cayman Islands, so I'm like trying to remember like where I was. Like, I'm like, that's crazy.
CCW,
Right.
you have become something of an it boy.
Okay, thank you. Yeah,
You are just everywhere. Every time I see you, you're on a vacation
Yeah.
with like a Dua Lipa or
Yeah.
the like.
Yeah, I bop around. I have fun. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think it's you guys might remember, like I've always been like such a social butterfly. Like I was like always kind of loving everybody on set and stuff. So it feels really easy for, I guess, professionally to kind of follow that route as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you call your job if you had to, put a label on it?
That's really, thank you for asking that.
Good question.
Yeah, that's a really good question. I guess I see myself as like a judgment-free, visionary. There's content, there's music, there's the glitz and the glamour, obviously, you know what I mean? But there's also the fashion. Like, so it's like something, I guess, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like I'm definitely an artist. I feel like that's like obviously. So
So what? I'm sorry. What is it you do for money?
it's
Not to be crass. I just
no, I mean,
Little crass.
Yeah, I mean, be crass, I guess. You've always been. So,
have I?
no, I mean, for money, I feel like it's really, I feel really blessed because I feel like there's ways that I kind of, things find me and I find things. So it's kind of like, you know, if there's a brand or if there's a boat or if there's a, you know, a music video, like I'm directing, I'm like helping direct, you know, and things like that. So it's really amazing the things we piece together. It's like a quilt. I think of my life as a quilt, I guess.
That is so cool.
I love that.
That is so cool. My husband Raj, who you've met before, you didn't make it to the wedding, but you know,
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Istanbul,
it was really, Well, it was gorgeous. And Raj is always saying, you know, that like a real genius can't be bogged down with one task, you know?
Oh my gosh, I
It can't
so
just be
identify with that.
math or tech. Like it has to be everything, everything everywhere all at once. And that's you. You are Mr. Everything Everywhere.
Yeah. Well, you know, we always say he's a of all trades.
Oh my God. Whoa. That's, we're not endorsing that kind of language. I mean, we've well established that is not okay.
No, I mean,
Yeah, it's like it's fine between friends.
They're friends. It's fine.
Yeah.
Do I need to bleep that out or no?
I don't think so. I don't know the.
I think we do, and because we're friends, you know, and it wasn't acceptable for me to say it.
Yes.
I guess it's context matters.
Yeah, well, because it's kind of like you were like freaking out, like crashing out, and like it felt like when it was the way the hard G.
It was the
you know, it felt so cutting and pointed and like.
I was defending the F slurs. I was saying, let's get them in more roles.
It's just
even you saying the F slurs, like
it's like saying
he's so
the
much
black.
more than a. It's like saying the blacks,
right? Yeah, it just feels like I'm like sitting next to you and like not wanting to look at you. Like it's like super hard.
It's
like
okay.
so, yeah.
I'm really sorry.
No, it's okay.
I'm really sorry.
Fine.
Anyways, Dawn, what have you been up to all this time?
Okay.
For those of you who don't know, Dawn is, my role model.
No, stop. We're the same
She
age.
is Just you're 6 months older.
4.5.
Dawn is a trailblazing journalist. I think that the level of bravery in the stories and the scoops that you are willing to go for.
Yeah, and I guess you're known for outing people.
Well,
Pushing.
You've outed a lot of people. You've pushed them right on out of that closet.
I mean, listen, Nixon. In these sort of highly politicized, like deeply divided times, I think it's imperative that people who are public facing are moving with integrity, moving with honesty. And I think it's important that we know, you know, that extends to like what they do in the bedroom, you know, what they do in their private homes. Yeah. There are eyes on me, and I want to take myself as a mirror and turn it outwards.
Oh, that's beautiful, babe.
Yeah.
That
You have
is
just
beautiful.
always, I have to
Yes.
say, like, the gravitas that you bring into every room
Right?
Yeah.
is just, I can't.
God.
Yeah.
We actually have a clip from your show, which is on CNN every Sunday.
Yeah.
For everyone at home, please tune in, obviously. We have a clip from your recent interview with Mitt Romney's fifth son, Ron Romney. That was a pretty watershed moment.
Yeah.
Can we roll that?
Yeah.
Mr. Attorney General, you consider yourself a man of faith.
Indeed I am.
Would you say Jesus Christ is the most important man in your life?
Well, yes, of course. You know, my faith is paramount to my whole being, my whole lifestyle.
What do you think your buddy Jesus would have to say about this man?
I'm not sure what you're getting at, or who those.
This doesn't look like Jesus Christ to me.
I'm not sure what that is.
Hold on to that. I have copies.
No,
In fact, I would say it looks more like you pounding a all the way before Easter Sunday while you to oblivion and is blown to smithereens.
What am I supposed to tell my wife?
The truth.
That was one of the most difficult interviews of my life. I mean, I feel for his 17 children. You know how Mormons are. I fear for his 3 wives. You know how Mormons are. I fear for his, 18 pool boys. It's not an easy situation. I think people perceive me as deriving some sort of pleasure from this. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Unfortunately, I have a duty to the public. And so here we are, right?
And you got his ass.
I mean, for lack of a better term, he got much ass. Very much ass.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's impressive that you have the time to do these interviews, to be so on the ground, so in everybody's business.
Yeah.
And yet your personal life seems really like it's going wonderfully. You have gotten married.
Yeah. I mean, Robin is my rock, Like, I have this, like, big superstar career, and he is, like, running all of his hair salons, and, like, he's got his makeup line. He's, like, all over the billboards, all over, with, like, the beautiful blowout and middle part, like, surrounded by the other men who work for him. It's just, like, he has provided me with, like, a sense of love and stability that just, like, I just never thought, like,
Oh, baby.
no, stop. It's just when you're, like, a strong, like, powerful woman, it's really hard to find, like, a man who's, like, comfortable with that.
We actually have a
Amen,
picture
sis.
of you guys right here.
So cute.
Oh my God.
My goodness.
What a handsome couple.
I know.
beautiful, yeah.
Yeah.
So cute.
Tower over him.
Well, he likes that.
Dawn, I think you have a book that you've written, right? You wanted to plug that?
Yes. Oh my God. I totally forgot. I do so much, but I forget. Literally, I sat down and I wrote an 800-page book, which
Oh my
is
God.
what I'm here to plug. So my book, it's called Secrets Between Their Thighs. It's sort of history through the lens of sort of uncovering homosexuality. So what first got me hooked was Genghis Khan. I was kind of uncovering archival pieces, and I noticed that he had a large collection of anal dilators, butt plugs, we call them today. And, I looked into it more, and what I actually discovered was that Genghis Khan himself was quite girthy, and he would anal train, so that is progressively larger butt plugs, into his male concubines so that they may eventually take his girth. And so that's the first. And then I go to talking about Jack the Ripper. Of course,
Jack the Ripper was gay?
He was a bottom.
Oh
Indeed.
my God.
I know. It's surprising because
It's
people
crazy.
think serial
I know.
killer, they think
I know.
dominant, they think top.
Well,
but you'd be surprised.
exactly. You'd be
Yeah.
really surprised.
Incredible how much history gets lost.
It is.
It's
It is.
incredible.
Incredible.
You just need someone to come in with a discerning eye. But yeah, and then I conclude with O.J. Simpson, who, of course,
No.
there's a lot of stereotypes of prison homosexuality, but I have decisive evidence indicating that he has been practicing male-on-male love for many years since adolescence.
Yes.
So.
Yeah.
Oh,
And now he's dead.
I'm sorry. And now he's dead, which I think we all know where we were when we found out OJ died. I was in Erewhon getting the Hailey Bieber smoothie. I took one sip. It tasted like vomit. And then the news came.
Oh God, I'm sorry about
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
The smoothie.
I guess my question is, it seems like your book is drawing some parallels between killers and homosexuality and I guess us in the gay community. I know you're not in the club.
No.
Right? No, right. So
Why would you assume that?
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
mean anything by it. It's not a bad thing.
I mean, of course, these are questions that come up for me in my line of work. I hope my response doesn't sound canned, but it's this. My feelings on this haven't changed. People are uncomfortable with strong women. There's a lot of assumptions because they see I'm a woman with an amazing career. I've girl bossed the fuck up. They make like assumptions about what I like inside of me, and for me, it's men and balls too.
You put the balls inside?
No, the balls, they go in my fingers as well as my mouth. They could not fit inside of me. I'm tight enough as it is.
Obviously.
Well, that is just so, who among us doesn't love and balls?
Yes, exactly.
Not this one.
Yes, queen.
I don't know if it's okay for you to be using that word either.
I think it's fine.
Babe, this is my profession.
Yeah.
No, like and lezzies and, I don't know, anal crunchers.
I don't think it's okay to say that either. I think maybe we don't want to.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God, you're
Police
so
our
freaking
guests.
sensitive. Just like on set, always crying and shit.
Right.
It's kind of on gay probation.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're canceled on gay Twitter right now, so I think you can just take a back seat.
So CCW, I want to talk about your famous friends, specifically Little Miss Tate McRae.
Yeah. Tate's so sweet. Yes, we have been friends since we were like literally in diapers.
You were friends with her when we were on the show.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we're super close.
Why didn't you ever introduce us?
I don't know, there's like that protection of like just like wanting to keep things separate and stuff like that.
Even from other famous people. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I think the show for me was it was something, and my friendship with Tate is like
it was
something
something,
else, so I don't know. Past is the past kind of thing.
What do you do for her now? What's your job?
I do a lot with her. We have had a bunch of amazing trips together.
So you're like her assistant?
Whoa.
No, no, I'm not her assistant. No, I'm like her. I guess you could say I'm sort of like I'm not her stylist, but like her stylist and I like we talk, and like I'm not like her like. I'm not gonna like cook her food, but like when she's hungry, like I'm like telling people that she's hungry. You know what I mean?
That sounds like an assistant.
No.
It's really, really different than that, Nixon. Yeah. I mean, Tate's got a lot on her plate, and like so do I. Like I'm like literally, I'm like so busy. Like I like can't believe I fit this in. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just kind of like
We're so grateful.
I feel like thank you. Yeah.
Well, it's also like he has an assistant, so it's
Right.
like assistants don't have assistants.
Assistants do
I mean,
not.
you've never had an assistant, but yeah.
I mean, it's like who do you think styled me today? Like,
You know what? Maybe your stylist could style Nixon sometime.
This
Because
bitch needs
I
it.
do feel like
Yeah.
they sometimes have a hard time putting together looks.
That's sweet. Yeah. I mean, I think that maybe he would like pull you one look, but I don't know if like I'm gonna. I mean, I just like it's kind of like a thing you don't really like offer. To be honest.
I mean, I love how you do your hair.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's
Your
really
hair,
cute.
Your hair looks super cute.
Like very wet looking.
Yeah.
I mousse it.
How do you like keep it? You keep it wet with the mousse?
Well, then it's not frizzy.
Aw.
It was really
That's
frizzy on the
sweet.
show, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
That was always coming up.
Well, you know what? I think I'm good on my style. I think what we really want to drill down on is just what you actually do.
Okay. Wow, I'm feeling a lot of aggression from you, but okay. I wanted to kind of have this reveal at my own pace, but fine. Gun to my head. I am super excited to announce.
Oh my God, I can.
This is Wyldwtr. This is my baby. I feel like I was put on earth to make this.
Oh my God.
This is a health conscious, vitality inducing, electrolyte fixing. It's a booster. It's a magic juice. I don't
my
really know how else to say it,
God.
but it also promotes like hormones and like just like it really it wakes you up. It feels like you can't have a good day unless you have Wyldwtr, and I trust me, they're not paying me to say that. You know what I mean? So I'm just like super excited to have this platform. Thank you guys for promoting it, and I would love everyone.
Well, I don't think we can legally promote it just yet. So, Kate, we're gonna need to blur out the label.
Okay, I'll do
for
my
now.
best to figure out the legalities around
Thank
it
you,
because
Kate.
I want to promote you guys
Wow.
however I can.
Thank you
She's so
so much.
sweet.
Yeah.
Thank
I
you.
mean, because like you can probably tell like I designed the label, and it's
beautiful.
it's actually
it's gorgeous. It's such a
based on
shame
it.
that it's gonna need to be blurred
Yeah,
out.
that
but
sucks. I can describe
that
it though.
looks
I know
It's,
that it does.
I mean,
We'll
it's
figure it out.
basically like I actually posed in a mirror naked for 16 hours.
Oh, I see that.
And so it's kind of based on that, and you can really see the contours of
Yeah.
the parts of my body you wouldn't expect.
Yeah.
Thank
I
you.
love the no vowels thing.
Yeah,
Just,
yeah.
You know, it looks like
Wyldwtr.
Yeah.
Exactly.
very normal.
Yes, she gets it.
It's I wanted it to be something that people felt natural in one's speech. You know what I mean? Like it's like, oh, I'm gonna go get some water. Like that sounds normal, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna get some Wyldwtr.
More normal
Yeah,
somehow.
some
More
Wyldwtr.
normal,
But
yeah.
it's
Wyldwtr.
Wyldwtr.
Yep, no vowels.
Wyldwtr.
Wyldwtr.
Yeah.
Wyldwtr.
Wyldwtr.
Say it.
Wyldwtr.
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 It's Wyldwtr.
Wyldwtr. Should we
Well,
try
why
it?
don't we try
I
it?
think I would love that. Like, oh my goodness. Okay. So the thing about it, when you open it, this is actually something that's good to talk about. When you open it, you just want to have it away from your face.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Just in case. It's. Oops.
Wow.
That's normal.
it's
So
water?
really foamy.
Wow.
okay, who wants to go first?
Nixon, why don't you?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think that's a really Nixon.
yeah, sure.
I
I'll
think
try
this
it.
is really, really gonna help you.
Oh, you are such a sweetheart.
Stop.
Okay, let me give this a sip. It's just water.
Wyldwtr.
It's Wyldwtr. So it's there are ingredients technically besides water, but it's basically water if it was boosted and made for like peak human form.
Like super water.
Yeah, like super water, like
Yeah.
vitamin. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Like stuff that you're probably you're
Do
probably
you not
lacking a lot
trust?
of.
Do you not trust him?
Just wanted to make sure. What I just didn't know what it was.
Just drink the Wyldwtr.
I remember you had all those allergies too.
Right, right.
Constantly like,
Mind over matter is what
Yeah.
Raj always says about allergies.
Good for you. Like this
Oh,
is
yeah.
good for you. Yeah.
Fine. All right. I'll just give it.
It's helpful to tip your head back
Yeah.
when you drink it too.
Okay.
Helps it wash down.
Oh God, that is.
You okay?
it's yummy, right?
It's thick. It's very thick.
Just chew.
It's. I mean,
Ah.
liquid is thick. Like liquid takes up the space of the mass. You know.
It sounds filling.
No,
honestly.
yeah, that's great. Thank you so much. Yeah, I really feel the sediment as it carries down my throat.
Yeah. And with a little bit of floss, you should be able to get the rocks out of your teeth. So. Okay, bonus sip for me.
So yummy.
Oh, I've been drinking coffee, so maybe I should.
I really want you to try it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You'd be
Good with coffee. I have it with my coffee every morning.
Oh my God, she does.
Yeah.
She's fucking crazy. Okay,
What can I say?
yes.
I'm wild.
There's a lengthy government warning I'm noticing.
California.
Legal, yeah.
It looks so yummy.
It is.
Yeah,
It's
go
really
ahead
yummy.
and try it, Eryn.
Drink it,
Color
girly.
is,
If I tried it, maybe you should try it.
really bright in that can.
Yeah, and seal the lips. What's wrong?
Nothing.
You're like shaking.
Yeah. Sorry, it's just it's burning my throat a little bit.
No, it's not.
You got raw throat.
Yeah, that's it. Actually,
yeah,
it's kind of like hand sanitizer. Like when you put hand sanitizer on your hands and there's paper cuts or something.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that's your fault for having a paper cut.
Maybe like you are straining your voice from the amount that you're talking, and so it's like raw.
No,
too,
I
in there.
honestly, I'll take another sip. Look, I like it.
I just.
You do talk a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have did you have any bone broth or collagen this morning?
I don't. I didn't come here to be
well,
mocked.
if
So
she hasn't done her bone broth,
No,
she doesn't
I
have
really-
the coat,
it's
so the
yummy.
rocks will scratch her throat.
I like it. This is the face I always make when I'm drinking things, right?
I just
Nixon.
feel like I feel super.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Everyone that has it loves it.
Yeah.
So I feel like maybe this is a moment for you to like go to your naturopath or something and like just
The
chat
burning must
because
be
I
the
don't really
health.
know.
Yeah.
It must be the health.
I think your health, it doesn't seem in order.
Oh, okay. Well, moving on.
Yeah, please.
What do you miss most about the show? For me, it's the friendships.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, why don't you go first on?
I mean, it was really nice when I was in college to have those residual checks coming in. Beer money.
Oh. Okay.
Sweet. Yeah, I guess for me, I'm often looking for areas of my life that I can point to and say, I've grown, you know, I've changed. That's not me anymore. And it is so helpful to have the show as kind of a baseline for that to be like, wow, I barely recognize that person, let alone the relationships I had on set. So,
yeah, totally. It's like when you like texted us in the group chat asking about the show. I didn't even have your number saved. I had my assistant look it up but it's and I love you, but
yeah, I don't. But that's
stop.
I thought you guys were so close, though, since Eryn wanted to host the podcast.
He's joking around. It's like, this is sort of like what we do, you know. This is like ribbing, razzing.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Great. Well, what do you think is the most important thing you learned from Twice Blessed?
Where to find the drugs, you know. I think it was really helpful to from a young age sort of be able to recognize who can get you things that you need.
Really good answer. You know, I think for me, I really learned how to be in a workplace. You know, of course, workplaces are fraught with drama and conflict, and like through you know, interacting with like people like this one. I learned how to come out on top, not just once, but every time.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, and also, you know, I think it was a workplace, but it was also like a family, you know, like we all got so close, you know, like.
Yeah. I mean, I know like you guys didn't really have like families at home, or like your mom, she would always like be yelling at you. But for me, I had my family. It was more like, okay, I'd work and then I could go home to my family.
I guess, yeah. I mean, like, you know, like friends, like obviously we were all friends, you know.
I mean, I think that's so dangerous. That speaks to like such a harmful dynamic in the industry, frankly, of like boundaryless stuff. So
I think I would have preferred more boundaries. But anyways, I think another thing we wanted to maybe talk about was we had a post on our very popular subreddit for the pod, and one of our listeners was pointing out that there were a high number of bully characters on the show. Can we pull that up, Kate?
That's stupid.
That post. Okay, yeah, and if we wanted to, it says, why were there so many bullies? I've been rewatching TB since it dropped on Netflix. It's perfect for when I'm drunk / folding laundry / driving. And why am I just now noticing the crazy high number of bullies on this show? It feels like 87% of the characters are bullies. What kind of high school was this? And I just kind of wanted to bring this up because personally, I did feel like there were some redundancies in the number of mean characters on the show, and also therefore on set. Just felt like there was a lot of mean girl energy going around, or mean gay guy energy.
That is
not
so
directed
ridiculous.
At anyone
Felt
in particular.
pointed.
Not you, Nixon, but the post. This is ridiculous. Like, this is.
I mean,
like,
you know, like when someone says like, oh, like my high school didn't have any bullies, and it's kind of like, like the goal's coming from inside the house.
Yes.
I guess like for me, this feels kind of like the opposite of that. Like if you're accusing them, like everyone else, of being a bully, it's kind of like, well, maybe you're a bit uncool, or something.
Yeah.
Like maybe it's kind of your fault, I guess.
Right.
I just think like, I don't know that I saw any of our characters as bullies. I think we were difficult women.
Yeah.
And one gay man. I think that we weren't, you know, we were different. We, you know, like you wouldn't watch Mad Men and be like, why are there so many Mad Men? You know?
I wouldn't say there's redundancies. I would say we are showing the diverse spectrum of bullies. And I will say there were bullies in wheelchairs on our show. And I think that's pretty cutting edge.
Yeah. That actor was actually really, really rude to me. Like kept running over my feet in scenes.
I also just want to call in. I think it's extremely homophobic to call my character a bully. I was larger than life, and I happened to be a as well. You know? And I think people are really, really threatened by that kind of thing.
Yeah. And you know, you're supposedly non-binary. You should get this kind of nuance there. Everyone's been bullied, and everyone has been a bully. You know?
Yes.
Well, I don't think that's true. I've never been a bully. I certainly have been bullied a lot, especially in my time on Twice Blessed, but we don't have to get too far into that. I just, I certainly have never been.
I mean, I felt bullied when you had your agent call mine because of the time that we were giving you all the prop food to eat. I felt bullied.
Yeah, that was like
that wasn't bullying. That was me speaking up after you basically put me in the hospital.
Snitching is a form of bullying.
Snitching is a form of bullying, and that's one you're well versed in, babe.
Yeah.
Sorry, Bex.
Do you guys want to talk about the episode that we?
Yes.
Not really, but sure. Yeah.
Let's move on to the recap. This week's episode was, of course, a classic, detention deficit disorder. Right? That was funny.
Is that a pun?
Yeah, it was.
Oh.
Of attention deficit disorder.
Okay.
Oh, detention. It's so funny. All the episodes, it's the show. It's so formulaic. It's kind of like the same week after week after week. So they all blur together.
Yeah,
to me.
the writers are really phoning it in.
Yeah.
This one really stuck out for me because I was actually supposed to have a really big moment this episode. Trixie, my character, as we all know, rarely got any lines. I still did great work, but she was actually supposed to have a really big emotional moment in this episode.
This was a good one. This was our homage to the Breakfast Club. It was meant to be kind of like, okay. It was meant to be sort of a, I just love you too.
This massage.
Were you
going
talking?
on.
I'm getting tired.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
Talking about the episode.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
This episode was a bit of an homage to the Breakfast Club. It was a lot of characters from different social groups coming together. So I don't really think that's something a bunch of bullies would do. In my arc, Jamie cuts class to go to the mall with her friends Theo and Sydney.
That's you guys.
Oh.
Theo and Sydney.
The mall.
After they tell her that they think she's turning into a loser because she joined the school robotics team. You guys remember that?
Sounds like bullying.
Trying to remember this. It's like
I'm trying to remember shooting in the mall.
I don't remember.
Did we shoot in the mall? Was it on
no,
location?
We never made it to the mall because we got caught sneaking off school grounds and got detention. During detention, Jamie, Theo, and Sydney argue, but eventually mend fences, realizing that just because they have different interests doesn't mean they can't be friends. Isn't that sweet?
That was kind of a boring episode.
Did they always end happy like that?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Well, no. In the episode, where you're dealing with your stalker, that
Right.
one had a pretty
Right.
gnarly ending.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
that was
my
tough.
God.
Yeah.
When he mailed you the tip of his penis.
Right. They made me lose 25 pounds for that episode.
So, but we're talking about this episode,
okay,
the
yes.
attention deficit disorder. And I'd really love if we could all just unlock maybe some of our fond memories from that episode, because I remember it as like a really great day for community building on set, in the sort of power vacuum of Chloe being off the show. I just felt it all really came together, made something magnificent. And I would love if you could maybe speak to that, perhaps, maybe.
I'm okay. So I'm trying to remember I don't remember you having lines ever. I think I would remember if you randomly had a speech. So
Me, yeah.
Yeah.
Trixie, I never had a lot of lines on the show, but this was actually supposed to be my big emotional arc. This was like my big episode. That's why I remember it very vividly. What was supposed to happen was that Trixie got detention for attempting to use a cheat sheet on a geometry test. And then during detention, my character was going to crack under the pressure of like keeping up with her studies and her rigorous job schedule, because I was working at my parents' trampoline park at the time, and it was like burning the candle at both ends. And then what was in the script was for Trixie to attempt self-harm with a compass. And I really had to go to a dark place with my prep for the episode. But then
You got really sick.
I didn't just get sick. Like, you guys made me eat prop food, and then I ended up going to the hospital. And
I remember, because remember,
Oh my God.
Trixie, they were in there, Nixon, they were in makeup getting the scars, getting the cuts. And then we did, and then we were like,
Oh my God.
hey, we got this for you, big star.
Well, and in your defense, Nixon, you did say that you were really hungry, and I think that this was all a misunderstanding. I don't think it was like.
I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
I don't think it was like a prank thing. I think it was like, you know, they knew that you were hungry, and so we just thought it would be funny. You know, like, not funny. We thought that we would help you by giving you a snack.
Right. Oh my
God. Yes, that was one of the funniest fucking days because you walked out, you had like all of the bandages on, and you're like, you know,
right, like vomiting.
And then you ran to the set toilet.
I don't remember this part so well.
Oh my God.
I remember it really well.
Yeah, you weren't there.
It was like then a witch hunt. Who gave it to them? Who gave it to them? Whatever.
Yeah, I don't really have much memory of anything after that because I was put into an induced coma for 4 days.
Oh. Sometimes they do that just so you can get a little rest.
Yeah,
you know?
you were tired. You had to memorize 3 lines, and you never memorized lines before because you didn't have them.
Yeah.
I needed the rest because my body needed to heal from a massive trauma. And what was worse is that by the time I woke up, they had actually replaced me with Nestor in the detention story. And Nestor.
Nestor was sweet.
Yeah, Nestor was like sweet and all, but then he nailed that role so much that he got nominated for an Young Artist on the Verge Award and like really took off, and that changed his life and his career, and that could have been me. So
yes. Oh my God, he's playing the larva in the new Marvel thing.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he looks really good.
He's fucking.
I'm excited to see that.
I'm really excited to see that. We should go.
I would love that. I haven't been excited about a Marvel movie in years.
Literally,
this one looks good. His body is.
Are you an AMC A-lister?
Oh God, all day.
Can I just? Sorry. Can we just get back on topic? I just want to say, Nixon. I think like it was an unfortunate accident that you ate that food, and I think like. We're all sorry it happened, but I think ultimately people end up where they're meant to end up. Yeah. Nobody knows where they might end up. And I think, you know, it's nobody's fault that you weren't able to do your thing that day. I think it's just sadly the way that it happened.
Right. Well, because I think there's a world in which you delivered your lines and, you know, then we wouldn't have gotten nominated for, the show wouldn't have gotten nominated for the Artist on the Verge Award. So now we won an award when we wouldn't have otherwise.
Maybe you would have eaten shit. We don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no telling. Like, you hadn't really given us anything to work with.
Yeah.
I would have nailed it.
All right, let's move into our last segment of the episode, Hot Seat. I'm going to ask you guys a few questions that have come in from our fans. And you just share what you feel.
Okay.
Easy.
First question is for Dawn. What's it like being married to a short king? Did you always know you wanted to punch down, so to speak?
I absolutely love being married to a short king. I mean, I've always said the best men are the one who can be easily manipulated physically. So he's like a beach ball and I'm dribbling him up and down the court. I love it.
I love that for you. Yeah. I love sports.
So sweet.
Cameron, do you have any advice for ambitious people who don't fit into the boxes of traditional employ, but feel they are deserving of great success? Such a good question.
That is such a good question. Oh my gosh. Well, first of all, keep doing you. And do not stop, no matter what anybody says. Like, literally, you have it inside you. The world needs to catch up. Right. And if anyone tries to tell you to change what you're doing, or if anyone makes you feel like what you do isn't real, or like anything like that, like, just know that like you have it within you and you're f***ing hot. Like, literally, you're f***ing hot. So
you are such an inspiration.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Dawn, this one I don't totally understand. I think maybe you're working on a new project, but this fan asks, when are you going to give us the real scoop? You know what I'm talking about. And then it just says ... girl.
Okay, I actually do know what this is about. I have been working my ass off on the ground in Tel Aviv for the last few months, covering everything that's going on. And I guess this could maybe be a podcast exclusive. Let's just say Benjamin Netanyahu is not as straight as he seems.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Not shocked here.
Who is that?
He is the prime minister of Israel.
Oh.
Is that who Netanyahu is?
No, sorry, I misheard.
I thought that was going to be something else. I thought maybe you were going to reveal a little personal scoop there.
I'm
Like
an
what?
open book.
She's completely transparent
Yeah.
with her fans.
She just told you about her project in Israel. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
What more do you want from her?
literally.
I just think someone really, really interested in outing closeted people. It's so interesting.
What's interesting?
Yeah, what's interesting?
Nothing.
Next question. Cameron, you seem like one of those guys who thinks he can sing. Is that true, or is that just how you come off?
Is that true? I can sing. I can carry a tune.
Yeah.
Clearly.
And honestly, thank you for saying that's how I come off. I know. I'm like. I feel like people often are like, I'm assuming you're a multi-hyphenate.
Yeah.
You must be, and I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dawn, do you ever worry that the death of Senator Timbers was your fault, since you broadcasted pictures of him rimming his brother's stunt double and nicknamed him Tiny Rim?
I feel like I have any culpability for Tiny Rim's death? No, I don't. I think that it's classic taking the blame of a situation and putting it on a black woman. I am a mixed black woman. I think that his actions and the sort of obfuscation of the truth is what led to his death. And that's all I have to say.
Classic.
So once again, not taking responsibility for the harm you caused.
I mean, it's actually more harmful to take responsibility when it's not your responsibility.
'cause
Some
now-
people have
yeah.
real things to apologize for,
Right.
Nixon.
Right.
And
I mean,
some
I guess
people
I
don't.
just, apologies. That's such a funny thing that you mentioned apologies, because I don't remember ever getting one for that. Maybe you came to see me in the hospital and I didn't hear it because I was like fully in a coma, but maybe
Are
that
you still
happened.
talking about that?
Yeah, what?
How would you hear it if you were in a coma?
Well,
Exactly. Maybe that's why I never heard it. Maybe that's why I never got any apology or any mention of it ever again. And I don't know, trying to give you the benefit of the doubt there, but maybe it didn't happen.
Well, it was an unfortunate accident, I think, like
Yeah.
I said. So
Yeah.
I think maybe, like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
The AD like lit a candle for you on set. I
yeah, like we all were like, oh.
Last question. Cameron, have you ever considered Ozempic? And if not, why? And more specifically, when?
Okay. Who hasn't? Have I considered it? I've considered it something that happens. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you're so tiny.
Yeah.
You don't need it at all.
That is.
Have you considered?
Me?
Yeah, Ozempic. It's like semaglutide, GLP-1. It helps regulate the hormones and makes weight loss easier.
There's a little bit of it in here.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I haven't considered it. I'm perfectly happy with how I look, with how I dress, with how I am. I'm perfectly happy with all of it, okay? And I just have to say, thanks for coming on. Don't want you to ever come back again.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
Nixon.
the feeling's mutual.
Then you can go ahead and see the door behind your ass. It's because
Whoa.
we don't need any of this anymore. And like this was
Oh my
supposed to be
God.
a place for me and Eryn to be friends and to be hosts. And I guess you don't even want to host with me. I guess
No.
that's not even what you wanted.
I'm so
You wanted these two to come in and host with you, and maybe I'll
I'm
just
so
maybe
scared.
I'll let
Hey,
the
look at
ass
me.
find my.
I'm scared right now.
Yeah, I mean,
My door.
Your friends being really
I'm
fucking
so.
weird.
Hey, can you?
Yeah, I'll escort you guys to your cars.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's call it.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
It's fine.
Let's just wrap it up. Plugs for this week. Watch me on Amazing Race. I'm absolutely killing it. Drink this one's disgusting illegal water and read this one's book. Let's go.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I've been wearing shorts.
Oh my god.
Okay, we're gonna go.
Should we go
have a
get some
drink.
lunch maybe and have
Oh.
like talk about this?
I mean, I'm not hungry.
We
You
have
said
We had
drink?
lunch
We have an
before,
appointment.
so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.